Okay, so we've gone now to doing the mowing, which is task 1 on the Sports Turf Operative. So as you can see, we've still got the Dennis G860, but this time, as you can see, the verti-cut unit is now out, and we've now got the cutting unit in. So we've got it all turned off, spark plug off, switched off, engine off, fuel switched off because it's tipped back. We've got the hammer underneath to prop it up to stop it from tipping on me, and we're just going to now do quality of cut, obviously paper, to see how it's cutting on the bottom blade. And I've also got a spanner to help turn the blades to protect my fingers. So if you just come down, we've got what we're looking for is the paper. So what I've got is a piece of this is an old manual that I no longer use for a machine. So what we're looking for, I've doubled it over, so keeping your fingers out of the way, spanner in. What we're looking for is a clean cut. Okay, if you wanted to see if it's maybe too tight, you could do a single piece, and it cuts a single piece as well. So if I see a single piece, may try a single piece all over, and then we just see it just folds that bit. But if I was to go to a double, it cuts one, folds one. Okay, cuts that side. So it's probably coming towards the end of the season, it's looking like it may need a regrind. It's cutting in the middle, but not as well as the edges, which you tend to find on these Dennises. Okay, so now that we've set the quality of cut, because we do that first because the bottom blade tendencies to adjust to the cylinder, which is fixed. Now what we do is we use the height setting bar. So I've preset this to 17mm. Now the reason I've set this at 17mm, whilst using the Dennis this year, we're finding it a little bit heavier. Okay, so what we're finding is when I set it to 15mm, I found it was actually taking quite a bit more grass off, and when I checked it, it was actually cutting 13mm, which is the same height as our outfield. So what I've done is I've taken it up a couple of mil at 17mm. Now today we're lucky enough to have a prism gauge, so what we've done is I've set to 17, and all is what we're looking for is to rest. Let me just find it. There we go. So what we're looking for is about 2 inches in from the edge, and we're just looking to rest this nut on the bottom blade, as you can see there, and it just slides in. Not much resistance. Okay, and we're looking that to be exactly the same on both sides, and as you can see, that sits in there nicely. So that is set to 17. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out and cut the actual cricket square. We've got 10-foot bays, and we're going to go and cut 10-foot bays, and we've got the prism gauge, and we're then going to see exactly what this is cutting at from a practical point of view. I'd like it to be 15mm, but we will see. So that's setting up the quality of cut and the height of cut. So what we'll do now is we'll get it all down and out onto the cricket square.